I'm going to segue a little bit to number 2 because you said stuck with the owner. So number 2 on my list is an over-reliance on the owner. Do you want to talk about what that means?
Again, we've sort of beat this up in the 4 C's. We do this, but a lot of times when we talk about it, you watch an owner's eyes light up about the deals they're doing, the selling they're doing. They talk about how important they are. And while they're thinking that makes their business stronger, it actually makes their business weaker. Because look, when somebody's buying the business, well, if you think they're buying you and you're going to leave, what are they buying?
What's the point?
What's the point? And it actually works in reverse.
Yeah, we've talked about it in previous episodes. That's where this cohesive leadership team, operating board, you have to have that so they can continue that growth and success that you've worked so hard to build.
My guess is the only people that don't care if the owner's involved is somebody who's going to buy the business and kill it.
Yeah,
because then they don't care. But most businesses, they want to buy an ongoing entity. They're buying cash flow. They're buying profits. They're buying revenue. And if you think it's all about you, then that's where you're wrong. And that's why, back to number 1, building a strategic plan is not a bad thing. It starts to get you to force or to think about actually building a plan to make your team stronger.
Yep. And we see it all the time, right? They own all the relationships. When a client has a problem, they pick up the phone and call the owner versus maybe their client account rep or whatever. And yeah, to de-risk that business, you have to be able to transfer your relationships, your contacts, everything to your leadership team or to those key individuals in your organization.
Yeah. And let me say one other thing that you're going to have to deal with, and I dealt with this, is when you start to back off, you're going to worry you're not needed. Like there's a real problem when we're engaged and we're doing everything and people are calling us. We feel really important, and that's awesome. But the problem is when you start worrying about that you won't be needed is really when things are really going to drive the value down. And so as an owner, you can't get stuck in that feeling, because if you are, then you're back to number 1 and you're not ready to sell anyways.
Yeah. Our good friend Chris Oakley used to have the saying of do less better. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what, when you come into owner reliance, is as an owner, you need to do less better.
And that's a great one. And so